If you feel passionate about removing any barriers and uplifting all of the voices that need to be heard so that we can create the kind of impact and outcomes that we know are possible through the power of genomics, through the power of preventative care, then we are the place for you.
My name is Sheren, and I lead the people team here at Helix.
Hi, my name is Natecia Smith. I am the Senior Manager of Learning and Development, as well as Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Access.
I'm Andrea Clarkson, Global Head of Recruitment and a founding member of our IDEA core team here at Helix.
Helix's mission is to improve people's lives through their DNA. We aim to make genomic sequencing widely available and affordable, and to enable the use of genetic data to improve healthcare for all populations.
One of the amazing things about being at Helix is that we are an incredibly mission-driven organization, and our mission is to empower everyone through population genomics and to make it something that is accessible and easy to implement for our partners, so that it can become standard of care and that it can change the outcomes that people experience in their healthcare journeys. And when we say everyone, there is a unique and I think special attention that we have on diverse communities and communities that have been historically underrepresented, starting with preventative care, starting with giving people information about who they are, what their risks are, and really and truly empowering them. But in order to do that, we have to have diverse teams that are able to leverage their perspectives and their unique walks of life to build products that have universal application. We have to be intentional about how we partner with our healthcare networks and support them in considering the ways to connect with communities that might not be highly engaged with their primary care right now, communities that might not understand what they're consenting to and that might need different language and different support tools. And so understanding that different people need different tools, they need different talking points, they need different resources in order to maximize the impact we can have. And additionally, it's critical to the goals of our partners. Our partners are interested in driving the best healthcare outcomes in their networks. They want to have the healthiest communities, and we know that we can't achieve that if we're leaving people out of the conversation.
A huge win for the IDEA core team last year was the launch of 3 sponsored and funded employee resource groups at Helix. I'm happy to say that we now have our mental health ERG, our neurodiversity ERG, and our intersectionality ERG. We are not afraid to challenge one another, and while that might sound like a negative thing, when you are a core team working and focusing on diversity and inclusion, that is beyond critical to unlocking success and having real conversations.
We recognize that to create lasting change, it's a marathon and not a sprint, and that what is most important is making consistent progress. To ensure we are always moving forward, we set annual and quarterly goals for what we want to accomplish and create milestones to track our progress. Some successes are easily measurable. We intend to increase the diversity of our workforce over time. To support this, we track our outreach efforts and their effectiveness in attracting candidates from underrepresented groups. We also look at the number of diverse candidates and resulting hires within our pipeline. Similarly, with employees, we regularly review promotion and retention rates to understand the opportunities we have to create more equitable processes and experiences. Other measures are more qualitative in nature, but equally important in helping us to understand if our efforts are actually having the desired impact. This often comes in the form of formal and informal feedback from employees and partners on what it's like working with Helix. We use this feedback to understand what's important to our groups and to figure out what to do next.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are a person who cares about healthcare, who believes that better healthcare is something that's really critical to everyone having their best life, everyone having access to a life where they can thrive and be joyful, we are the place for you.